Hi again, friends. Mason here, Cardinal Gaming, CNA Games, here on YouTube and online, cnagames.com. Check it out, would you, please? You always know a video popped off when you get a bunch of nasty messages in the comment section. So I'm going to go over the last video because it's just a funny. It's funny. It's just the same stuff all the time. It's the same people coming in saying the same silly things, and I could break them down and go over them in each video, and I probably will still probably do that if they persist, but allow me to at least entertain you guys in a short form, rapid fire style of a thing. If you want to ask me a question and not be a jerk about it, but ask me a question, go ahead, please, down in the comments. Ask a question, I'll be happy to answer. But here in the land of $200 booster boxes, $200, Surging Sparks, we're on the hype train. And hello, I'm Mason. I will be your conductor on this ride, and I will try to infotain you on this stuff because there's a lot of crazy takes out there. So, my favorite comment is pinned back in the old video, in the last video. Something about y'all made me start doing Pokemon rants again. That video, if you go back to that, the pinned comment is this dude on meth? I just liked it. I just thought it was a fun comment. So go back if you want to check it out. It's pinned in the comment section of that. So there was a lot of reactions to a lot of the stuff that I spewed out in the video. Talking about short printing, we're talking about manipulation, all that good stuff. We'll get to it. Okay, let's start with the top. Mason, you said Twilight Masquerade was short printed. Should I go out and buy that? No! No, you shouldn't go out and buy that. As I say with all these things, as I say with all this stuff all the time, anything that's super modern can be reprinted into the dirt anytime, at any time. So long as it's in standard, so long as people are still playing with those cards, so long as it is standard legal, Pokemon can come along and just reprint the hell of it and send it to the Shadow Realm. Do not speculate on any of this stuff unless it's super, super cheap, super early, as cheap as you can ever get in, because that's $90 booster boxes, stuff like that. If you find deals like that, absolutely go do it. And I do not give investing advice or anything like that, typically. But people are asking in the questions. I'm gonna give you at least a soft, round answer. If you can get a good deal on it, okay, cool. Pokemon product, sealed product goes up because it's so common, and rippers are a thing, and people love to open the product after it comes back. Heck, we're already in a nostalgic boom from the last boom, and it's only been 2 or 3 years. And people are already nostalgic about it and going and itching. They want to open Evolving Skies. They want to do all this other stuff. It's out there. It's alive and well. And sealed product will always have some sort of premium, and it'll always go back up because there's going to be less and less and less of sealed product out there on the market. Card singles, stuff like that, those pop up all the time. People will pull a card, put it in a binder, put it in a shoebox, shove it under their bed, put it in their closets. We'll never see that card for 5, 10 years. Sealed product, the people that have that tend to hang on to it and have a relatively short window on when they want to unload their speculation, right? So that kind of stuff, a sealed product doesn't hit the market at the same time. It doesn't get absorbed as quickly because there's less and less and less of that stuff out there all the time. So now is not the time. Now is not the time to go out and buy this stuff. Because if it comes out and it gets printed to oblivion, hooray, now you have a new floor and a good price point to go buy this stuff at. So never go and buy it when something's super, super spiked and expensive right out the gate. It's hardly ever works out. You're much more, in a better situation where you wait, you try to find a good deal, even if it's before the reprint or anything like that. People that want to move out of positions, something like that, and move into, God, number one thing I'm hearing, I'm saving up money for prismatic evolutions. I got to save money. So people will be moving money around and wanting to get rid of stuff. Don't worry about it. Let's not go crazy. And another thing is, there's print waves. We talk about print waves and people talking about the wave, how many prints of a set will have or short printed and whatever. It's less about a print wave. It's more about a print cycle. This past couple years, Pokemon always goes back a couple sets of what's left in rotation into the standard rotation, and they'll print those sets. Beginning of this year, we had reprints for Brilliant Stars, Astral, and all those other sets in sequence past that. What was it, 2 years ago now? Oh man, I'm losing track of time, guys. 2 years ago. It's 2 years ago when they reprinted all that stuff. And they're like, why are they reprinting Astral Radiance? Why would they do that? We don't need any more of that. The prices are already $90 a booster box. Well, look at Astral Radiance now. Look at all those sets now. They're hard to find. Everybody wants them. And there's always going to be less and less sealed products. So all these things will have that last little print wave come through. And it's like last year or so of its life cycle in standard format. I know, you're going to have to talk about playability. It's gross, I know. But you probably should look into it. It's actually helpful if you're trying to make decisions about what to buy and what and stuff. So it's not print waves. It's print cycles. If something has been a long time since something's been printed, and it's still in standard, the more likely it is to get a huge restock. Not a huge restock, but a restock of some kind. So all these things, all these brand new things, they can't reprint Twilight Masquerade. They can't do it. They will eventually. Just may not be right this second. So right now, short term, these boxes are going crazy. Will they always be $200 booster boxes? Probably not. Maybe, but probably not. If Pokemon sees the demand and go, oh, we got to hit this. Of course, there's outliers, right? You can always point the outlier that is that box there, Evolving Skies. There you go. That box there, Evolving Skies. Stayed high, was always high, always will be high, never came back down. For a very short time, it did come back down, but that would have been the time to buy. But, oh well. Your allocation was cut. That means it was short printed. No. Allocations are not based on how small or short a window is. It's based on the demand of the product, how much they're getting from Pokemon, and then how they divvy it up to all these people. Right now, Prismatic Evolutions is going through the allocation cycle. They have closed the windows to request product, so now they have to wait to hear how much they're getting from Pokemon to then divvy it up to everybody. That's not based on how much they get. It's based on all the numbers, how much everybody wants, and it gets split up. It has nothing about, oh, this is short printed, everybody gets less because the pie's smaller. No. The more people that want the pieces of pie, the smaller the slices are. You guys get it? Like, it's not a crazy concept. So, if I only get 50 ETBs of Prismatic Evolutions, dear God, please don't let me only get 50 ETBs of Prismatic Evolutions. But if I do, it's not because it was short printed. It's because everybody is buying that product. Not just Pokemon and Magic accounts, board game accounts, sports accounts. All these accounts are from all the distribution companies that have allocation and have numbers that might be applicable to TCGs because they're big buyers. They can come along and swoop in and get stuff too. It may not be a bunch of stuff because they're not organized play stores, they're not brick and mortars, yada, yada, yada. It doesn't matter. But that's how allocations are structured, in that it's based on your last couple of months through that period of product. Sometimes it is just TCGs, but it can be the overall picture. And I guarantee you, a sports guy that buys pallets and pallets of product from somebody, and they go, hey, let me get some of that Prismatic Evolutions, they will absolutely give that guy Prismatic Evolutions. Let's not clown ourselves on that, okay? We gotta move faster. We gotta go. But GameStop and Target have ETBs for $25 to $20 on Black Friday. You don't know how taxes work? I'm starting to think you guys don't know how taxes work. You know how year-end taxes work? Black Friday is to take all the stuff that has been sitting on your shelves and liquidate it to get out of the red into the black. That's what Black Friday is called. That. All these products that have been sitting on, well, some of the stuff, some of this is pretty good. Let's say Scarlet Valley TVs. Let's say I've had these for a long time. I have not had these for a long time. I just got these in, actually. But let's say I had these all year since that set came out. If I've been sitting on that for that long, I need to move these. I need to get my money back out of these. They got to go. So, yeah, I would put those out for $25 or $30 or whatever and get my money back out of them. Stuff that's been sitting for a long time. Right now is a time where we're going around the store and going, we've had that for a long time. We better discount that and put that on Black Friday. Like, make a little extra post and make sure people know about it. Stuff that, like figures and maybe some more expensive, like exclusive systems and consoles and stuff like that. Yeah, let's get rid of them. Let's move them now. Now's the time to do it before we have to pay taxes on it at the end of the year. Kentucky is one of those states that At the end of the year, I get taxed on all my inventory, just like I would the income. It's stupid, I know. But in this state, that's how it goes, and that's how we got to operate, and that's why Black Friday is a huge deal for us, because we got to get rid of as much stuff as possible, or else we have to pay taxes on it, even though we haven't sold it yet. Does that make sense? Y'all tracking on this? Okay. So that's why Black Friday exists. That's why all these things are selling. And look at them. They're Lost Origins ETBs. They're, Silver Tempest ETBs. Those were printed into just crazy amounts this last little wave. Lost Origin ETBs were found everywhere and laying around. That's why that stuff exists, y'all. And that's the only way for, like, a Target, where Pokemon's hot, Pokemon's popular. Let's stick something out there, Pokemon related. It doesn't have to be the greatest, newest set. It doesn't have to be Surging Sparks. We can throw Paldea Evolved ETVs out there and be like, oh, these are $30. These are awesome deal. It's Pokemon. Come get it for your kids. And people absolutely will, because it's Pokemon. And it's hot right now. So that's why Black Friday deals, doorbusters. Popular things from popular series or popular IPs that people want to get people into the store so they buy more stuff. That's the idea, all right? So that's why all these sort of deals exist. All right, we're moving. We're keeping going. All right. I may have to do a separate video on, I'm going to save this for a different thing. Manipulation, all this stuff. People insisting that sealed product is manipulated. Singles are manipulated. Obviously, singles can be a lot more easily manipulated based on where the market is and where the marketplace is. On TCGPlayer, there's a finite amount of people. You can see exactly how many people there are. Sealed product's hard. Sealed product has a mass quantity all across the world where anybody and everybody has sealed product. You can't regulate that and say when that person sells their stuff. Because you can buy 1,000 booster boxes of Surging Sparks, and then tomorrow, somebody else can dump 2,000 back on the market. And then you got burned. You got hosed. So sealed is a lot more cumbersome and a lot more difficult to do that with. Now, you can't argue that booster boxes, because they are brick and mortar exclusive, that, you can't buy them in big boxes, traditional big box. You can't walk into a Target and buy a booster box, right? That's why they are easier to manipulate, because there's a less finite pool of them. Look, I'm going too deep. Just understand that, yes, sealed product is very difficult to manipulate in any sort of meaningful way. Singles, yes, it can be manipulated. We can talk about that later. Let's put a pin in that, stick that in the corner, and just wait for a second, all right? All right. Pokemon must be hedging their bets with this bad economy right now, because that's why there's not enough product on the shelves. What? What are you talking about? Have you been to PokemonCenter.com? Have you seen how fast these things sell out? What bad economy? To Pokemon, there is no bad economy, because all these things they put out there instantly evaporates and gets bought up. So don't. That's not even a thing. Economic stuff hits essentials far more than it does collectible stuff, because collectible stuff, the people that are buying that stuff has expendable income as it is. The same people that are buying the stuff now will more than likely buy it later, because that's their lifestyle. And the people that are bad with money, and when the economy is bad, and they still like buying the stuff, they're going to keep buying that stuff because that's what they're used to doing. Yes, does it draw back? Of course it does. But to say that Pokemon, a billion-dollar company that can turn on and print any of this crap anytime they want and immediately liquidate, they can immediately print that and it would fly away at $120, the MSRP. They could reprint this if they wanted to and drive it into the dirt and print thousands and thousands and thousands of that booster box, and it would still fly off the shelves. Pokemon is not worried about this economy at all. Mason, your shelves are full and at above market. What are you talking about? Oh, it's this again. Longtime listeners to the channel will understand. I did a video about a $7 hot dog. Didn't go over well. Didn't explain it very well. And let me attempt to do a little better here. This is a $200 booster box. It's a 200 booster box out there in the real world, online, in the fake world. In my store, it's $200. If this was a $150 booster box, it would cease to be in my store anymore. It'd be out there because people buy that instantly and give it, and I would be out of that. And then I have that big hole in the shelf, and people will come in and be like, "Oh, you don't have any more Surging Sparks? Oh man, when are you gonna get some more? You're not? Ooh. All right, thanks." And they never come back. I have to have stuff on my shelves. Doesn't matter if it's at the absolute lowest price. Doesn't matter. Nobody cares. If they want something, they'll buy it. And they'll buy it because it's here right now. It's the price of convenience. It's instant gratification. And if they have to pay just a little bit more, and sometimes it's not, Paldea Evolved is the same MSRP that you can go out to a Target and Walmart and buy Paldea Evolved. It's not always that way. Let's not make like I'm some sort of evil person that charges this kind of pricing all the time on all my stuff. No. I know that this stuff is hard to get. And the people that come into my store also know, man, wow, they got booster boxes. Holy crap. How much are they? And then it's on them to decide whether they want to buy it. It's not on me if they want to pay that price. It's on them. So it's trying to peg me out to be some sort of bad person because I'm charging what the market says it is. And why would I buy from you when I can buy it online? It doesn't matter. And frankly, it's none of your business. It's my business. Literally my business. All right. If you have any questions or you want to make any more comments about that, put them down in the comments. Sure, I'll address them again. Go ahead, put them down there. I'm not going to call anybody out. You don't have to be like, and don't be mean. You don't have to be mean. I'm going to talk about it, and we can have a nice discussion in the comments back and forth, and have it be nice and not be mean. Okay. All right. These videos are going to continue until morale improves and knowledge of the market improves. Okay. So thanks, y'all. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for liking, visiting the store, the website, uptick in orders from there as well. So appreciate y'all for checking out cnagames.com. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.